Most people don't reflect on the day. They just crash, scroll their phone, and pass out. We've all been there. And then they wake up the next morning feeling exactly the same, unfocused, unmotivated, and stuck. But here's the truth: the way that you end your day determines how you start the next one. And if you don't stop to acknowledge your wins and everything that went well and learn from your setbacks and set your next move, you're just repeating the same cycle over and over. Now, for years, I was the person who ended the day feeling frustrated, like I was constantly busy but not really getting anywhere and never making any progress. And I'd tell myself, oh, I'll get my shit together tomorrow. Except tomorrow always looked exactly the same. And then I started to mirror the most successful people and realized that they don't just plan their mornings, they actually close their days with intention and also plan the following day. And when I started doing the same, everything shifted for me. More focus, more confidence, more momentum. And I felt on top of the world because I felt like I was taking action and playing a role in my own life rather than waiting for shit to unfold. If we haven't met yet, my name is David. I'm a certified life coach and master trainer. And my goal here with my channel is to help as many people, including you, get unstuck and stop sidelining yourself in your own life and finally taking action so you feel empowered. And if that's what you need, then make sure you hit like and subscribe, because I'm here to give you as much information as possible, real no bullshit tools that actually move you forward. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have a 3-step evening power practice that'll help you close your day strong, celebrate your progress, and wake up with clarity. Now, if you don't stop to recognize your progress and celebrate your wins, even the smallest one, and who you're becoming, then you'll always feel behind and you'll never look at your lessons and you'll keep making the same mistakes. And you'll 10 times that if you start applying the woe's me filter to it too. And if you don't set a clear focus and intention for tomorrow, well, then you'll wake up lost and that pattern continues. And guess what? You'll stay stuck month after month, year after year. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about it, but I'm telling you, I've been there and it still creeps in now. I'm not some angel, but I know how crappy that leaves you feeling. You feel like a failure, you feel lazy, or you feel like you don't deserve the success or the life that you've always dreamed of. And it's just one big clusterfuck of negative emotions, and it makes you want to face plant into a box of Krispy Kremes and never come up for air. Actually, that sounds kind of nice, but anyway. But the good news is fixing this takes less than 5 minutes. Let me tell you about the 3-step evening power practice. It sounds kind of dodgy, but it's really cool. Step number 1 is to celebrate any win, no matter how small, how big, because progress deserves recognition. Most people focus on what they didn't do or what didn't go well, and that's why they feel like failures, because they feel like they're not making any progress because their focus and their attention is in the wrong place. So flip the script and ask yourself, what's the one thing that I did well today? Anything. What's one step that took me toward my goals? And it doesn't have to be massive, because small wins matter because they compound. Here's the thing about success. It's not one big moment all the time. It's built through small, consistent wins. And if you don't stop to notice them, then you'll never feel like you're moving forward. And one of the common pitfalls for people to say is, well, I didn't do anything worth celebrating. Well, reality check. If you didn't fail the entire day, then you did something right. And I guarantee there's a win in there somewhere. So your win could be something like showing up even when you didn't feel like it. That is a huge win. Or saying no to something that drained your energy, or taking one small step towards a bigger goal. It can be anything. I had a coaching client of mine that once said, I didn't do anything productive today. And it turns out that he'd had a tough conversation he'd been avoiding for weeks. And that was his win. And having that awareness throughout or at the end of your day is massive. And the amount of conversations I've had with clients where they've told me nothing went well or they've got nothing to celebrate. And then these little nuggets of joy come out and you're like, hang on a second. When you're always focusing on what didn't go well, you're always going to miss out on the things that did. So pay attention to those things. All right, let's move on to step 2, and that's to identify a lesson, because growth comes from reflection. So instead of dwelling on what went wrong, I want you to ask yourself and think about it deeply. What did today teach me? And how can I use this lesson to make tomorrow better? Because lessons aren't just about mistakes, they're about understanding what works. And the reason this works is most people repeat the same cycles because they never stop to reflect. So when you learn from today, you break the patterns faster and move forward with confidence. Now, one of the common pitfalls is, I don't see any lessons, and the lesson isn't always obvious, but it's definitely there. Some days the lesson is I need more rest. Other days it could be something completely different, like I waste my time on things that don't matter. Either way, acknowledging it means that tomorrow could be better. Or it can be better, in fact. I used to overpack my schedule thinking I can handle it. And every time I ended the day exhausted and I finally learned my lesson, I need to prioritize better. And that single shift changed everything for me. Let's move on to step number 3 and set tomorrow's focus so you wake up with clarity and the angels singing and not with chaos. So before you go to bed, decide on one key action for tomorrow. And then once you've done that, I want you to ask yourself, what's one thing that I can commit to that will move me forward with that? And how will I show up differently tomorrow? And then write that down. And studies have shown that you're 42% more likely to follow through when you put it into writing. Now, if percentages don't mean anything to you, just try it and give it a go. Because most people wake up feeling lost, like they didn't set an intention the night before, and this fixes that instantly. Now, a common pitfall, setting unrealistic expectations, guilty as charged. Keep it simple and achievable. Don't overload yourself. Don't make it something huge, because if you set one powerful focus, you're already ahead of 99% of people. So I used to end the day thinking, tomorrow I'm going to get everything done. I still do that now sometimes. And of course I never did. And when I switched to tomorrow I'm going to nail one priority task, I actually followed through and got stuff done. So I've got a challenge for you to take action right now. Now, reflection doesn't work if you don't actually do it. So before you go, drop a comment below and tell me what's one thing that you're celebrating from today, anything at all. Then think about what's one lesson that you're taking into tomorrow. Now, if you want to build better habits and actually follow through, I run a free coaching community on the Skool platform, absolutely named Unstuck and Empowered as Fuck. And inside, we don't just talk about success, we actually do the work. No bullshit, no cringe. It's real practical shit that works, and I'd love for you to join. And because I actually want you to win, I don't believe in gatekeeping transformational secrets. I've dropped my Empowerment Blueprint course worth £497 for free. No catch, no bullshit, everything that you need to get unstuck. All you need to do is click the link below and join the group, and let's get moving. I'll see you there.